Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather, and this is Create Your Own Cozy. This week I have a lot going on. I have been going up to Dahlonega trying to work on my new booth set to open August 29th up at Angry Mama's Antiques and Interiors in Dahlonega. The JRV New Paper release just happened. I'm going to use a couple of those in next week's video. And the IOD release is next Tuesday, August 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So there's a lot going on. I decided to go ahead and get some items flipped for a profit for my home. If you want to see what I come up with, stick around. Aren't those new papers just gorgeous? It was kind of hard to figure out what to start with, so I went to my stash to see what kind of frames I had to see what went well together. So I had this, I believe it was given to me, but the edge looked like it was freshly cut and the rest of it looked like old barnwood. So I decided to take DIY's old and gray liquid patina. It is like a sealer top coat with a gray finish to it. Now, if it was on something else, you could wipe it back, but you can see in this particular wood, it just went straight into it. But it helped gray those fresh cut edges to make it look like it all had a similar age to it. Now, this particular frame did not come with anything on the inside, and I needed something for my rice paper to attach to. So what I'm trying here is this 8x10 Backerboard that I got from Amazon. I tried to look through my stash to see if I had anything that I could cut down to size, and honestly guys, Amazon got the better of me. I was like, look, I can get 10 of these on Amazon. Let's just do that. So hindsight, I wish I would have painted it white for the sheer fact that it soaked up so much liquid patina because it is a fresh piece of it's not wood, it's like a Backerboard, right? So it soaked up so much liquid patina. If I did this again, or when I do this again, I will probably paint both sides white to help it not bend like you will see that this does, because at first only one side had any product on it. So I make some mistakes in this project and I'm gonna keep them in because that's just what I do. I feel like us creatives, the people that are truly creative, keep going past the mistakes, and that's how we learn to do new techniques, right? So this is an A4 piece and I am spraying it with water. I wish I hadn't done that, but I did. And because it's A4, it's a little bit wider than I need it to be, and I want the whole horse to be in it. So you can see I'm kind of moving it around, and the fact that I got it wet just makes it more susceptible to do some tearing. And it's rice paper. It's not as precious as decoupage paper, but adding the water to this really helped my piece curve. And you can see right here, I'm kind of going a little rough with the liquid patina on the top, trying to get it to lay flat. I kind of overworked this paper, honestly, but I think it turned out in the end. So I'm sharing kind of what not to do. You can see I didn't get it in the right spot, so I'm gonna have to pick it up and work on it again. It's just a lot. I'm asking a lot of this piece of rice paper. Look what I did down in the corner. Thankfully it was just in the corner. Everything's okay. You're gonna be okay, beautiful horse. So what I should have done is put one layer of liquid patina on here and let it dry. and stop going over a piece of wet paper with glue and a paintbrush. But alas, here I keep going. I'm just going for the aged look. Do you know what I mean, guys? So you can see that it is a little bit curved. So what I do is I put some liquid patina on the back of it. It's basically just putting some glue on the back of it. And then I put my finger in the middle and dry it. And guys, that really did help it not have the curve as much to it. So that was just my little trick for the curving part. And then I have one more thing to share that I did. Look, I touched it with my finger when it wasn't dry. Do you see what I did to that horse? Oh, don't worry. I think I end up hiding it as best as I can. I'm just showing you all the things not to do. It is completely dry. Little white spot and all. I'm going over the whole thing with liquid patina one more time to make sure everything is sealed, especially where my finger just went when it was touching the wet piece of paper. And basically that happened because as I was turning it over, my thumb grabbed the piece of paper that was not dry yet, and it just came right off. So I am taking some dark wax, and I am just ever so, now this has been sealed, so it's not going to go straight into the paper. There's a layer of protection, and I'm just kind of covering it up just a little bit. I still think he's gorgeous. Obviously he'd be better looking without a big thumbprint in his side, but you can age the paper and you have to really be looking. What do you guys think of this one? That last horse paper came in the small A4 size and the bigger medium size, but this Fisherman only comes in the smaller size. And I got this from my stash. Again, it didn't have any glass or any backing, so I am just gonna go over this 2 times with my favorite, one of my favorites, DIY clay colors, Prairie Grey. It was one of the shades in the picture, and I thought it was a good way to complement the Fisherman without overtaking him. Next, I'm going to seal in this clay-based paint. It needs to be sealed because it can be reactivated with water. So I'm just using a clear wax, and then after that, I'm going to go over it with the dark wax. The clear wax kind of controls how dark the color is. You can see I am at the very end of this container, but I am still grabbing little pieces and using it, rubbing it on there, and then using a paper towel to wipe it back and have this beautiful darkened Prairie Grey color. I learned my lesson with the first one. I am not doing any water additive to this one, and you can see that the Backerboard is not curling, and I am not putting my fingers all over this one, and I'm happy to say that the Fisherman was not harmed in the making of this video. After these are completely dry, I'm just using this little thumb sander and going against the edge and getting a nice crisp edge. I'm fitting it inside the frame here and realizing that it needs something behind it to kind of keep it pushed down. So I'm just getting a cardboard box and cutting a piece to put behind it, and then I'm going to use this handy dandy tape that will keep everything nice and tidy. If you guys are new here, welcome to Create Your Own Cozy. I would love it if you hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know you are here. For my next project, I am grabbing this obviously factory painted thrifted cross, and I'm going over the whole thing with Prairie Grey, getting it in all the nooks and crannies. I do 2 coats of this, and then I take a baby wipe and wet distress it and let some of that prior coloring come through. And I'm really liking how this is looking, so I decided I don't want to add any dark wax to this one. I am just going to seal this one with straight liquid patina and call it a day, and let the coloring from the prior life it had be the little extra that shines through. Project number 4 is actually for my own house. You know what? I might keep that cross as well. But we are about to get into the sniffles season with allergies, and I found this tissue cover for $3. It was originally $12.99 at Marshall's. I thought it was kind of cool, but I didn't like the coloring. So I am going over it with Prairie Grey 2 times, and then I'm going to seal it with liquid patina and then go over it with the dark wax. And it is a quick little update to make it more my style, but have it look more intentional in my house. Project number 5, they are pictures that I had 2 houses ago in the guest bathroom with a terracotta colored wall. And you can see they got scratched up in their storage and moving, but I still loved the little pictures. So I am just sanding it down, and I am gonna go with, you guessed it, Prairie Grey for these, so that the art can be the star and it can go into my booth and live another life. I had thought about using it just for the frames, but I love the art so much. So I'm sanding it, painting it, sealing it, and that's it. Someone else can love it. I do use a straight edge to clean up the sealed paint, and it cleans up pretty easy. I'm going to show you here in a second. The back of this is pretty buttoned up, and I didn't want to mess with it, so I decided to go ahead and just paint over the glass and clean it up with the straight edge. All right, what did you guys think of the new JRV paper release? I am loving the horse. I'm gonna get the bigger horse size in my next order. And I am loving the little Fisherman guy and the ships and the fairies. You know what? It's just all good. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite new paper is. I will have them in both of my Angry Mamas Antiques and Interior stores. I will have the smaller papers up at the Soul Sister store. And as always, all the paint and products that are used in today's video will be on my website at createyourowncozy.com. Guys, I am so thankful that you're here. Drop me a note, let me know that you're around. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to help out my channel, share it with people that you think would like it. That really helps. It really helps my channel grow. So, and continue to bring you guys content. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you next week in the new IOD release videos. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Shh. Go on, Henry. Hey. Shh. What is this, a video or a picture?
What do you think? What captures the
Shh.
Henry says, what is this face you're making? You don't want to leave, Henry?
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Now you're just faking it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out over at createyourowncozy.com.